So how can you offer autographed copies of your books out to people without having to manage inventory of signing and then putting them in the mail yourself, or meeting them at in-person events if you don't have any in-person events on your schedule? So this is a question I've been grappling with as my inventory has moved at different rates, where certain books sell out right away for autographed copies. Some books just move a bit slower because they're on my backlist. And in general, just not wanting to go to the post office nearly as often. And the answer that I found is book plates. So today I'm going to go over with you how I set up the book plates, how they work in general, and how you can start to offer autographed copies of your books to your readers without having to actually mail them an autographed copy of your book. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things self-publishing with you. Before I get into the details of today's topic, don't forget to hit subscribe. That way you can be here every week as I release new videos on self-publishing, making a career to being an author, and now being a mompreneur. So today I'm going to be going over book plates with you and how this can be an option to get autographed copies of your book out to your readers. Now, why would you want to even offer autographed copies? It's something readers just like, to say they have something autographed by the author if they really liked it. And so actually having like the physical page signed is really nice. It's fun for you as an author to sign copies. It's a nice extra for the reader, and it helps to build that reader relationship. So for a while, and I still am maintaining an inventory of my own books, and I sell them on my PayHip storefront to readers. So if somebody wants to purchase directly from me, which obviously benefits me, I think it actually benefits me the same financially as if they bought it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or the retailer. After I pay to ship it to myself, I pay to ship it to them, book costs, things like that. It actually comes out fairly even. I think maybe slightly ahead, but really, there's not a lot of financial benefit to me, but it is nice that I get to autograph the copy to send to somebody. It builds that reader connection. And so that's been the main way that I've been getting autographed copies out to readers for the past 2.5 years, is that they would go to my PayHip storefront, they would purchase it there. Prior to that, I did a handful of in-person events where people could purchase an autographed book there or bring a book for me to sign. But the thing with the process of selling books directly online is that it really gets lumpy. So some of my books just keep selling out, whereas others move a bit slower. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to wait till I sell out of everything and order inventory. Nope, can't do that because my Author Your Ambition books always sell out faster than some of my backlist fiction, for example, because that's my backlist and I do promote it, but not nearly as much as I should. So not only do I have to maintain this inventory, but then keeping to order it, but then I have my shipping supplies, like my bubble mailers. I have to go to the post office to do the media mail orders. So it's just, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining because I love that I can offer this to my readers and I can connect with them in this way. But it is a lot of extra steps, especially when I feel like I have limited time to do the things needed to do to get the book to them. Or I would get like one person would order and be like, great. And then I would put something out like, hey, mail call, end of the week, I'm going to go and mail these. And I wouldn't get any more. I'd be like, okay. So I'd go and mail the one. And then literally 2 days later, somebody else would order and be like, oh. I wish they could all just order at once and then I could just do one big trip, but that's not how life works. And again, I'm not complaining. I totally love it when people buy autographed copies of my books. And if you want to purchase autographed copies of my books, please do so. I love being able to sign my name and send it off and know I'm making that connection. But I was also realizing there are people who buy my books directly from retailers and they don't have a way to get an autographed copy anymore since I'm not doing in-person events. And I won't be for a while. So in my research and connecting with other authors, I discovered book plates. So book plates, for lack of a better word, are like stickers or labels that a reader can add to the interior of their book that has the author's signature and perhaps a message on it. So you don't want it to be just like a small label. So the labels that I got are actually fairly wide and tall. So that way there is room not only for my signature, but for a message as well. So after months and months and months of dragging my feet on this, I finally just bought these labels from Amazon. I got the 3 1/3 inch by 4 inch labels. So it gives me 6 to a sheet. And a while ago, I designed my own publisher logo for the spines of my book. So I was able to add that to the design for the book plates in MS Word. And I would definitely recommend that you use their templates because otherwise it's super frustrating to format labels in Microsoft Word. Use their templates. Just use their templates. And then I just had to print them out. So it was actually much easier than I was putting it off. In my mind, I was building up to be the super complicated thing and it was much easier to do. I was like, oh, I should not have been dragging my feet on this for so long. So as of right now, my plan is to offer these for $1 for sale on my PayHip site. I think after stamps and the cost of the label, I'll make like 20 cents, maybe 17 cents. So it's really not to be a revenue generator. It's really just to offset the cost, again, to get autographed copies out to people who've purchased my book. So if you bought one of my books online via Amazon or Barnes & Noble, etc., and you want a bookplate, you can now get one. I'll have the link below where you can purchase those. And again, it really just offsets my supply cost to get that to you. The book plate itself, the envelope, the stamps. Oh yeah, envelopes. Well, maybe I'm not making 17 cents anymore. But anyway, like I make nothing, but I lose nothing. And my go forward strategy is going to be to offer these as a pre-order incentive. So when I have a book on pre-order, what I'll do is I'll tell people who pre-order my book through a main retailer and send me proof of purchase, they would get a book plate at no cost. So that's going to be how I incorporate those. And that's kind of where I first heard of book plates, is that authors, traditionally published authors, indie authors, were offering book plates to people who pre-order to kind of say, yes, you can get it autographed from me. It's through this book plate. So just tell me that you ordered. So that's how I'm planning to do that. And so for you as an author, if you're thinking, I don't have any events on the horizon, or I could do an event, but my town's really small and I don't know how many people would come. But I have all this inventory of books and I'm trying to sell them directly online. And some people, it's just easier to spend that $15, $20 for a book on Amazon. Totally get it. But yeah, doing the book plates. Now you could decide just to offer them at no cost and say, hey, I'm going to eat the cost of about $1 for each of these because I want to connect with my readers no matter what. And so for me, I'm going to offer them at no cost for pre-orders, but when it's not pre-order time, they'll be $1. And I think that's going to help me to anchor the value, to say, hey, like there is a value here, like there is a cost to me, the author, to get this to you. So if I'm offering this to you at no cost, like, okay, you're getting a value to it. I think if I always made them free, people would be like, whatever, I can get it free whenever. Why should I pre-order? So that'll kind of hopefully help incentivize that when I have something on pre-order, which will be soon. I hope. We'll see. Anyways, I definitely want to know your thoughts, your questions on book plates, on whether you've considered this. Are you offering autographed copies of your books to your readers? If so, how? Are you doing book plates? Are you doing the direct sales? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up or hit subscribe, or even hit that shiny new thanks button. That lets YouTube know that you're getting value from this information and can get it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book.